Planning to open your online business in Pakistan?
And not sure which available techniques to use?
Well, this video is all about why cybersecurity is important for all the business in Pakistan.
So now let's enter the world of cybersecurity.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Talking about e-commerce business in Pakistan. E-commerce in Pakistan is at a nascent stage with modest internet retail sales despite 38 million internet mobile users. However, it is an emerging sector with a noticeable surge in recent past online vendors, local e-commerce platforms and online payments. The online payments facilities introduced by banks and large cellular companies as well. The number of registered e-commerce merchants has risen by 2.6 times and e-commerce payments have surged 2.3 times in a span of just 12 months. E-commerce businesses such as Daraz.pk, Park Wheels, and other already achieving significant businesses in Pakistan indicate a positive trend for a growing e-commerce sector of Pakistan. There is no rocket science in understanding why IT security is important for your business. Those days are gone where people used to write thousands of paper to secure their valuable data. This is the digital world, and we all are dependent on the tech devices that we carry wherever we go. This important and sensitive data can make or break your business. That is one concern that you should all know, and there always have been different concerns about its security. There is no doubt that companies are trying their best to secure their data. However, there are some other forces too that are continuously trying to break your security and steal your data. That is why it is important to keep your data up to date and to modern technology to secure it against the theft. With cybersecurity at its peak, leaving little error for online businesses in Pakistan, let's look at some of the aims we'll be conducting throughout the video. In the video, we'll be talking about how to provide essential information on online security, how to raise awareness among consumers and businesses in Pakistan on online security, and how to provide information on what businesses are providing consumers in terms of online security. This will lead us to the conclusion, which would be to educate on online security tools and techniques, and that what are the tools and techniques to secure online businesses in Pakistan.
Whether you make some or all of your income from an online business, protecting that business should inherently be part of your everyday practice. To be clear, we're not just talking about hackers, far from it, spam, poorly coded apps, or computer crash or theft. Lack of backups, loss or insurance claims, Google algorithm change, cash flow fluctuation, and a host of other internal as well as external factors can wipe out your business at a moment's notice. The good news is that there are a lot of simple things you can do to bulletproof your business, and there are everyday best practices you can employ to harden and protect you from the majority of the threats you are likely to face over the course of your business. The following segment will cover many facets of protecting your online businesses, including use SSL and ensure that your website is PCI compliant. SSL has grown to be a necessary security measure. SSL stands for Secure Socket Layer, and it is used to encrypt the connection between a computer and the server it is connected to. You'll never know that a site has SSL if it uses HTTPS instead of the traditional HTTP in the address, and that there is lock in the URL bar as well. Secondly, use a real-time bot detection technology. Studies have shown that as much as 50% of web traffic comes from bots, and with as much as 30% of e-commerce fraud coming from malicious bots, it is essential for you to have the technology to identify and block off bad bots. There are many available bot detection tools out there, but it is best to assess which ones can provide the best real-time protection, and as a lot of harm can be done in just a few seconds. Thirdly, use a web application firewall for network security level. Web application firewalls or WAFs are used to protect web-facing applications against attacks. Having it is part of the mandates of PCI DSS, web application firewalls specifically monitor web-based traffic, block malicious software, and help to keep your site as well as customers who are transaction on your site protected. Select a secure e-commerce platform. Perhaps a step that should be taken into consideration from the beginning is the integrity of the platform which would host your whole site. There are many options available and each has its unique offerings. Now that all of your decisions should not just be on the cost of putting your site up, it should be also include performance and support. as well as the security protocols that it implements. It is usually best to choose a trusted platform instead of you risking with a newer player. This ensures that your site will indeed be protected from hackers. Coming to the most important point, having a system in place for purging customer data. One way to minimize the risk of having a major data breach is by not keeping a lot of customer data, especially long after the data has been used. When the data is no longer critical, make sure to keep it safe from being used for the wrong purpose. Retain only vital information for the transaction and remove what you do not need after some reasonable time. Insist on customers using strong passwords. While you can come up with many security measures for your site, your users may be compromising themselves by using accounts that are too easy to crack. This involves the use of simple passwords that are easy to guess. Doing this puts them in a lot of danger, especially when they leave out their payment information on your site. Be vigilant about online security. Finally, you must make sure that you are consistently striving to make your business and your customers safe. It is your dedication and commitment to come up with a secure online shopping for obtaining cash and an advanced online environment that will push you to avail of security measures and perform best security practices that will keep your e-commerce site from getting hacked. By doing this, you will be able to win your customers' trust and gain a lot more sales. With all these measures, your site is at least 7 levels safe from hackers. Never ignore your business and your customer security, and you will bear abundant fruit. Lastly, now all these tools and techniques can protect your businesses, protect your personal info. It will allow employees to work safely. It will stop your website from going down, prevent adware, and inspire confidence in your customers.
Information technology security becomes even more important when operating a business online. It's critical to take steps necessary to protect an online business against hackers who could steal vital information or viruses which could bring your computer system and your businesses to its knees. Of course, no system is foolproof. If someone is absolutely determined to break into your system, given enough time and money, they likely can. But it's wise to put as many safeguards in place as possible so that hackers will look for easier targets. To give us an expert view, we have with us Ms. Varda Munir. She'll be talking to us about cryptography, hashing, encryption, how is SSL encryption used by online business in Pakistan, what is a firewall, and what are some steps to set up a firewall. So Varda, let us know what are some tools and techniques used by the online businesses in Pakistan or generally to secure their business.
Hi. So I think there are many tools and techniques you could use. For instance, you could encrypt your data. You could have heavy servers to run for your business, which are totally encrypted and specific to your domain, and no unauthorized access is possible towards them. And then you can have firewalls set up, and there are many things in cybersecurity, starting from general steps like encrypting passwords, not disclosing information, having access available to the point, towards being encrypted on basis of.
Right. So we all know that cryptography is a study to ensure that your data is safe online or elsewhere. So what's your say on cryptography?
I think if I just define cryptography like very generally, crypto is a word which means hidden, and graphy is writing. So anything which is in a hidden writing is cryptography. So what you usually do is you take plain text and you try to hide that information. So anything which is encrypted is in a cryptography. So I think that's the basics of cryptography, I could tell you.
Okay. So correct me if I'm wrong. When we usually talk about cyber security or internet protocols, we usually come across the word firewall. Can you let us know what firewall is?
Firewall is basically a system that would limit unauthorized access to a private network, right? So you could implement it either in form of software or hardware, depending on what the budget for your business is. I think, to be exact, and it's very important to say at this point, according to your scope of businesses running in Pakistan. So some people, if they've got like small businesses, I think just investing in some good firewall, software firewall, and that should be able to just protect them from different viruses, attacks, malwares, phishing, whatnot.
All right. Now moving on to our last question, and after that we'll bid you farewell. kindly let us know what an SSL encryption is, and can you please link it with any online business in Pakistan which is currently using SSL encryption?
SSL is a standard security technology, what it is stand for. And it is an encrypted link between a web server and a browser. This link ensures that all the data that is passed between the web server and the web browser, it remains private. For instance, you've made a purchase on the RAS, and there is a financial link after where you've purchased, when you say, pay by card option, and then it goes to an S link on the browser. You would have seen that the S signs come in the hyperlink. So what does that mean is you're the only one which is connecting to the software at the moment, so nobody will be able to intrude, and that is the secure link for you and that particular server you're connecting.
Well, with that, thank you for your time, Verda. I hope we all have found your interview very interesting and very informative. With this, we're going to end our video on a note that online business security is a must in today's world.
And we hope that this video will bring you some benefit.